It is today. Candy will be given out, and ladies and gentlemen, I discovered two things. That my wife, a glorious woman, honestly, truly a blessed guy. We have a difference in candy, which is to say, I know what candy is, and she is still experimenting. And sometimes things have come to this house, I'm like, that's not candy. And there was a bag of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, which is perfect candy, ladies and gentlemen. Might be the very top of the candy. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. But no, it wasn't just Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. It was Reese's PB&Js. That's right. They added jelly to the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Now, we tried these on the Eat, Drink, Smoke show. You can catch that this weekend at WIBC.com. And, of course, get the podcast, Eat, Drink, Smoke show, wherever it is you get your podcast. We tried these. They either come with grape or they come with strawberry. You have to listen to the show to find out whether or not this is an abomination. I'll give you a hint. It's an abomination. And I said, I don't know why you did this. And then she said, fear not. I also have full-size candy bars. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now a house that gives away full-size candy bars. Can I just, a little bit. Taking care of the children of Carmel, because in Carmel, if you don't give out full-size candy bars, you have to give out bearer bonds. And honestly, who has time for that? Carmel. Good Lord. But it is every Halloween. I like to remind people that you should not dress up like a creepy clown. People like to dress up like the creepy clown, and they like to scare people, and they like to intimidate people. It's very, very dangerous. So we've come up with a series of public service announcements to remind people not to dress up like a creepy clown this Halloween.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
I'll rip out your eyes and piss on your brain.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
That's right. That is accurate. Now, you might say to me, hey, Tony, that's a good warning, but I could use one more. Okay. I just in case we didn't get through to people. Here you go.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
I know where you live and I've seen where you sleep. I swear to everything holy that your mothers will cry when they see what I've done to you.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
There it is. There it is. So we're just trying to help. I have been watching with great curiosity the sale of the properties of the late Colts owner, Jim Irsay. The daughters, whom I do not know, they all seem lovely. I'd love to meet. I only want to do an interview. I only want to talk. It doesn't even have to be on air. You come to the house, have a cigar. It's on me. It's happy to do it. I'd be thrilled to kind of dig into how you see things, because I have a question. When Mr. Irsay passed and you sold the house, it's like, okay, they don't need that house. And then they sold this lake house. Like, okay, you don't need the lake house. And then you realize they're selling a lot of things. And then you learn that the Irsay collection is not going to go into a museum, something we can do right here in Indianapolis. It's not going to get donated out. It's going to be auctioned off. The story coming out that the guitars and the cultural artifacts, they're going to be sold. Christie's is going to sell the collection in March. I have questions. I know what it's like. I'm guessing here. I want you to know this is pure speculation on my part, but allow me in a moment of personal. I know what it's like to grow up with a father where the relationship ain't easy. I know it all too well. I do not know what your relationship was like. I want you to know what it looks like from the outside. And it's not that it matters what it's looking like from the outside, but I want you to know. It looks like you're doing away with every single piece of your father. That's what it looks like. Now, It's not that that is the worst thing in the world. Those were his things, and this is your thing. Now I question, though, with all the sales, I'm going to ask the question maybe nobody else is asking or nobody else is willing to ask. Is your plan to sell the Indianapolis Colts? I've seen nothing that shows that that's your plan. I've seen nothing that indicates that that's your plan regarding the team. What I've seen is a real interest in the team. But everything's going. I'm curious as to where your thoughts are, how you see things. The not even taking this collection to where you have the dollars to say, hey, we're going to share this with the world. No, we're selling it off. I always thought the selling of all the properties was interesting. This, I think it's okay to ask the question, and I would love to talk to you on air or off about it. I'm surprised by this move, and I admittedly, selfishly a bit disappointed. Matt Baer.